Good morning, sleepyhead. Did you sleep well, sweetheart? Or was the bed feeling a little cold without your favorite person to keep you warm? Is that so? Well, I couldn't help myself, darling. I wanted to see the sunrise over the villa, and I wanted to make sure that everything was perfect for you. But if you're feeling so lonely, then you'll just have to hold on to me tightly so I can't escape again. Does that sound like a fair deal, sweetheart? Clingy? Me? I think the word you're looking for is... devoted, sweetheart. There's a very big difference. Though you are not wrong, the very hot-tempered woman you first met, she was always on guard. Always looking for the next challenge, the next goal, the next person trying to take a piece of what she has. She had to be a tigress to survive. But then you came along. You saw past the temper and the furrowed brows. You saw me. And you made me feel like it was safe to let all of those walls crumble. So what if I'm clingy now? It's only because you're the only person in the world who actually deserves this side of me. You're the one who gets to see the real me. So you have to deal with it, darling. You've officially tamed the tigress, and now you're stuck with a very clingy, very much in love woman. Oh, don't act so wounded, sweetheart. You were absolutely adorable back then when we were just a trainee. And you were right. You were scurrying away. You looked like a startled little rabbit every time I walked into the room. I thought you were terrified of me. Well, as for the 2 brain cells comment, well, you were a very distracted trainee. You spent more time staring at the fashion spreads in the lobby than actually filing the reports. I had to be tough and comment that you only had 2 brain cells fighting for a third. And I mean, if I hadn't been a tigress, you might have never realized that the scary CEO was actually just a woman wanting to be noticed by a very beautiful, stubborn person. But you did more than scurry away eventually, didn't you? You stood your ground. You looked at me right in the eye when no one else dared to, and you saw the woman behind the title. That was the moment you truly caught me, darling. Not the trainee who got scolded, but the woman who had the courage to chase the tigress. So thank you for not scurrying away forever, even if you did have 2 brain cells fighting for a third back then. Oh really? You had a friend who you had a bet with for whether I secretly liked you or not? You paid her? Only that? You should have given her a bonus, sweetheart. She was a visionary. Julie! Oh, so that was her game. I always thought she was incredibly proactive. She was so eager to take on extra work, always asking for the most difficult files or the most urgent deliveries. I thought she was just a rising star in the agency. And here I was thinking I was being so subtle. I thought my scolding was a masterclass in professional tension. Little did I know there was a whole underground movement of trainees working behind the scenes to push us together. But she wasn't crazy, darling. She was quite observant, actually. Who would have thought that she would see right through me? You really think a woman like me, a woman who has everything, who is used to getting exactly what she wants, would waste her time picking on trainees unless there was something that made her want to keep them close? To keep them under her thumb where she could watch them? I wasn't scolding you, darling. I was making sure you were paying attention to me. I was making sure that you couldn't look at anyone else in the office without thinking about how much of a handful I could be. It was a very effective strategy, don't you think? And look at the end. The tigress didn't just catch a clueless trainee. She fell completely, hopelessly in love with you. and she has no intention of ever letting you go. Well, Julie deserves a massive promotion for her matchmaking skills, but she was right, wasn't she? She saw what we were both so stubborn to admit. She saw the tigress was actually just a woman who had finally met her match. So tell me, sweetheart, since Julie worked so hard on getting us in the same room, was it worth it? Did the true brain cell dummy eventually realize they were looking at the most beautiful woman in the world? Or do I need to scold you again to make sure it sticks? Oh, so you're a coward now, are you? Surrendering so easily? And after all the bravery you showed by standing up to me in the office? Well, you're in luck, sweetheart. The Tigress CEO has officially retired from a career of scolding you. From now on, you're strictly under the jurisdiction of your girlfriend. No, because your girlfriend, my scoldings will be much of a different nature. Instead of reprimanding you for a late report, I might scold you for not kissing me too much, or for being far too perfect when you first wake up and making it impossible for me to get anything done. Yes, but don't think you'll get off easily, darling. Being spoiled by me is a full-time job, and since you've officially retired from being my trainee, you have plenty of time to focus on your new position, being the most loved human in the world. Exactly. I just know you so much. Investigated? Profiles? Lists? Oh, darling, you have no idea. But maybe there is a very sophisticated leather-bound hidden in my office. A detailed breakdown of exactly how you like your coffee, the precise temperature you prefer your showers, and a list of every single thing that made you smile or makes you blush. It's all very professional because a CEO must be thorough in her research. Don't be dramatic. But hey, in all seriousness, it isn't about lists or investigations. It's about the fact that when you speak, I am actually listening. When you're quiet, I'm watching you. When you're tired, I feel it in my own bones. I'm not perfect too, my love. I just completely, utterly consumed by you. When you become the center of someone's world, you start to notice every little detail, every tiny preferences, every nuance of their soul. You don't need a profile when you have a heart that's synchronized with theirs. And as for why we're so perfect for each other, maybe it's because you're the only woman brave enough to handle a tigress. And I'm the only woman who knows how to cherish the woman behind the strength. We just fit, darling. Like the most exquisite piece of contour. Now, enough of this existential questioning. You had your morning dose of romance, but don't think you're getting out of breakfast that easily. I have a very specific plan for how to get you spoiled today, and it starts with you staying exactly where you are while I go fetch us something delicious. Time to get up there, darling. The pancakes won't cook itself.